Yes, people, something urgent popped up. Obviously, this is a DIZZEE RASCAL video. Just had this delivered through a post. Need to open it right now. Ta-da! A signed DIZZEE vinyl, E3 AF, out now. It's got a little penalty notice on the back. I was just checking then, because it's in a plastic case, but the signature's underneath, so it's not going to rub off. Just wanted to show you this quickly, guys. A little signature, little vinyl. Back to the video. Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am, of course, DJLee, and this is a new video I'm trying out. It's called High Five. Basically, I'm going to look at one artist, I'm going to discuss a lot of their songs, and I'm going to try and narrow it down to a top 5.
You just made the list!
Only 5 songs per artist. I have asked for some help on this one. I put lots of posts out on Instagram, Facebook. I've looked through all the comments. Some amazing comments, some songs I haven't even thought of. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this one.
Oh, chest. I can't breathe. Oh, shit.
It's only right we start off with a particular artist who's just dropped his new album, E3 AF. He's obviously from E3 East London. You all know who it is. You've seen the thumbnail. You've seen the title of the video. It is the legend, DIZZEE RASCAL.
Man, DIZZEE RASCAL in the building!
Chase!
Woo! You ready for this, Diz, yeah?
There you are.
Woo! Now it's time!
So just a little backstory on DIZZEE RASCAL for anyone who might not know. I mean, I'm not really sure how you couldn't know. He's been around for so long. And yeah, he's been consistent with his music. There's not really an album he's put out that I don't like. Can't think of... Well, some of his songs are more commercial than others. They don't really appeal to me as much as some of his more grimier songs. But I'm sure there's people out there who do like the commercial side of it. Just to tell you a little bit about DIZZEE, he's had 5 UK top 10 albums, 6 UK top 40 albums. I believe he's only released 6 albums. So all 6 studio albums that he's released have gone into the top 40. Moving on to his singles, so we're not talking about albums, and obviously these stats won't include the new album, which I think will do very well. He's had 5 UK number ones. I think all of them were his commercial, cheesier stuff. But anyway, he's had 13 UK top 10s, 24 UK top 40s, 10 weeks at number 1, 43 weeks in the top 10, 133 weeks in the top 40, and 232 weeks in the top 75. So this person's name is not new to the charts. He's been there for ages. I don't know why I just said this person's name. We know it's DIZZEE RASCAL now. DIZZEE RASCAL is not new to the charts. He has been around. So in regards to his number 1 singles, I know we mentioned a few then. It'll be interesting to see if any of these make it to the top 5. It started off in July 2008. He linked up with Calvin Harris and released Dance With Me. Big song, it went straight in, it went into number 1. That was then followed up in May 2009 with Bonkers. Again, another crazy song. If that's your thing, cool. Moving on, September 2009. These were all releases one after the other, don't forget. So he's had 3 so far that have gone to number 1. In September, he released Holiday. Again, number 1. So that's his 3rd number 1 in a row. After that, he moved on to Dirty Cash, which released in October. This one only got to number 10 in the chart. So this was his first one out of the 4 to not go number 1. Dirty Cash. After that, in February 2010, he released You've Got the Love. I think that was the one with Florence and the Machines. That went to number 2, so he missed out by 1 position. After that, Dirty Disco was released in June 2010. That one went to number 1. And then he had another number 1 with Shout, featuring James Corden. Or James Corden featuring DIZZEE RASCAL. Whichever way around it went, that went to number 1. That was in June 2010 as well. So in June he had 2 number 1s. I'm going to be honest, I've seen Dance With Me mentioned a lot. I've seen Bonkers mentioned a lot. None of those are in my top 5. Okay, so the first place I asked for suggestions for top DIZZEE RASCAL songs was on Instagram. Put the post up, had a lot of responses. First off, who commented? Let me just go to all comments. Okay, so Izzy J has said Holiday. He's also said Space, Flex, Don't Gas Me, Just a Rascal, I Love You, Fix Up Look Sharp, Baseline Junkie, Bonkers, Dance With Me, and then he said Pow.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
I did ask for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think he said 11. That's a lot of songs. Anyway, Brighty, big up Brighty, you saw a review from him last week. He said Learn, Stand Up Tall, I Love You, Fix Up Look Sharp, and Knock Knock. All bangers again. Exclusive Custom Cleat said I Love You All Day. I don't think he meant He Loves Me, I think he just meant the song. Mark Dirty Hands said in no particular order, Fix Up Look Sharp, I Love You, Baseline Junkie, Bonkers. That's for old school ones, but then I have 2 off a new album I can't stop listening to. Eastside and Don't Be Dumb. All 6 are bangers. Get Clamped has said Stand Up Tall, Bonkers, Holiday, Dirty Cash, Fix Up Look Sharp. So there's a little recurring theme here. A lot of people are saying Bonkers. A lot of people are saying Fix Up Look Sharp. A lot of people are saying I Love You. I then took the post to Facebook. Let me just see what type of response I had on Facebook. I still don't know my top 5, to be honest. I've got a list, I think, that are going to be in the top 5, but I started off with like a top 20, and I've tried to narrow it down. It is not easy. He has way too many good songs. So on Facebook, we've got I Love You or Stop That or Stand Up Tall. That's from Alessandro. MJ Reed says I Love You for the Ground It Broke. It was a groundbreaking single. Cam RJ has said Imagine. DJ Hilly has said Stand Up Tall. Sasha Mohammed said Flex, Stand Up Tall, and Just a Rascal. That's her top 3. DJ Flips, or Empire Flips, however you know him, has put Dizzee Rascal, Ice Rink.
I got a rude attitude, far from a role model, I'm so full of trouble and I couldn't give a rat's clock, not a beer, couldn't give a rat's loss of a shit and I still behave raw, no love for the law, feds bother me more and rags. I don't care where you live or who you with, you will get buried in the ground.
Now anyone who remembers this from like early 2000s will know how much of a banger this was. The beat alone is sick, but out of everyone I heard spitting on it, Dizzee Rascal is definitely the best. So this is a great shout. He's definitely the only person who's mentioned this one. He also then put a link up, but it's the full Ice Rink. So it's Wiley, Tinchy Strider, Dizzee Rascal, Kano, Scratchy, Sniper, and Sharky Major. Absolute banger. It's like 15 minutes long. That was how it all started. That was grime, before grime was grime. Anyway, go check it out if you get a chance. Karis has said I Love You. Megan says Fix Up Look Sharp. G-Man says Fix Up and Come Dance With Me. Come Dance With Me is one that did very well, but I haven't heard mentioned too much. Elizabeth has said Sitting Here, banger. To be honest, I think anything from the first album, Boy in the Corner, could be on the top 5 list. Such a good album, but not forgetting Sitting Here with what Fecky did with it. He made that into a huge song. But she's also commented saying that was 11 years ago, which is crazy. Not Fecky, just Boy in the Corner, Sitting Here. She's also commented Wiley, Dizzee Rascal, and Tinchy Strider, You Were Always. Again, that's quite a niche one. Super Darker says Brand New Day is a classic, or a Slimzy Sidewinder set. And then Dylan has said Don't Gas Me, Dreams, but so many classics. And I agree with them all. He has so many songs. Like, how do you choose a top 5? I'm going to give it a go anyway. So I'm going to try and be a little bit different, but these are just 5 songs that if I listen to Dizzee Rascal now, these are the 5 that I would want to hear. But my list changes on a day-to-day basis, so the 5 I say today, I'll probably say a different 5 tomorrow. Starting off, it's one I don't think anybody has mentioned, but for me it's just a song. You know, when you listen to the lyrics, and when it first came out, I was obviously a lot younger, a lot more childish. I thought it was funny. Number 5 for me is Jezebel.
Jezebel, pretty but ain't got a brain, got no shame, got juice on the train.
Anyone who hasn't listened to this song, where have you been? Because the album is taken from everybody needs to listen to at least 5 times a year. It needs to just go on a cycle, you know, every 2 months you bring it back out, listen to it again. It's just a banger. In at number 4, probably one of the first songs that we all heard of Dizzee Rascal when he sort of when he released an album, when he became more not the sort of grime artist we hear on pirate radio, but when we knew his face. Fix Up Look Sharp.
Listen, I stay sweet as a nut, sweet like Tropicana. When the hammer hits your head, splits like banana.
Everything about this song just works. The oi at the start.
Oi! Hey! Okay. The legendary DJ MK.
The beat when it kicks in, everything, the catchiness, it's just a banger, isn't it? I mean, tell me it's not. Tell me a Dizzee Rascal top 5 without Fix Up Look Sharp. Don't know if you can. After that, number 3, it's gonna have to be Stand Up Tall.
Stand up tall. To my side crew, get paper. I tell a player, hey, see you later.
There's so many Dizzee Rascal songs that I want to mention, but the ones I'm mentioning can't be left out. I don't know, because you know songs like Stop That, there's just so many. What was the one about the trainers? Bubbles? Yeah, he's just got so many. But no, it has to be Stand Up Tall.
Stand up tall.
At number 3. It's just... After that, in at number 2. For me, if I listen to a song right now, this is probably my favourite Dizzee Rascal song, but I don't think it deserves to be number 1 based on what number 1 is, in my opinion, and everyone else's. So number 2 for me is Just a Rascal.
He's just a rascal, Dizzee Rascal.
The beat, the way he sort of starts it with the Just a Rascal, it's just sick. The little flow, the bit towards the end where it's kind of nearly finishing, you think it's finishing, then he comes back in and there's some more bars.
Bonzo, you're wrong, so lay lower. I might have to stop that live voting. You don't need to stress it. I grow to sit like a sort of hot like the coat.
The little phone call to the person or the answer message, whatever that girl's talking about. Now, to me personally, I think this might be my favourite Dizzee Rascal song, but that could change, and I think the one I've got for number 1 needs to be number 1. So anyway, without further ado, my number 1 Dizzee Rascal song, in my opinion, and in the majority of the comments I've received on this, is I Love You.
I love you.
I love you. I love you.
You.
Absolute banger of a song. The way it starts off with the woman's lips saying I love you, and then the beat kicks in. You just know where you're going. There's like a little conversation in the song. Is that your girl? I swear that's your girl.
She got juice.
Oh well.
Everything about it, really. To be honest, it may even be in my top 3 grime songs of all time. I'm thinking back now to what's big and, you know, the grime songs that we've had. It may be in there. Plus the doors it kicked down for Dizzee. Anyone who knows Dizzee Rascal knows I Love You. And the track is grime. There's no two ways of looking at it. There's no other categories it could be placed in. The beat is absolutely sick. Dizzee Rascal's flow, amazing. Yeah, but like I said, anything from the Boy in the Corner album, absolute crazy. Big up Dizzee Rascal. Make sure you guys go check out E3AF out now. Get onto the DizzeeRascal.co.uk website where you can buy signed vinyls, you can buy picture vinyls, you can buy cassette tapes, everything. Big up Dizzee Rascal. I do just want to do a special mention, actually. I know I mentioned features when I was looking for the best Dizzee Rascal songs. Nobody actually mentioned Ignite, which has just dropped by Chip. Dizzee Rascal and JME are both on it. Absolutely crazy. Again, the beat on that one is sick. I just love it. All 3 of them. Dizzee Rascal's got that sort of childish flow, bragging about girls and stuff. Chip, JME, Dizzee Rascal, absolutely massive song. It didn't make it into the top 5. Neither did anything else from E3AF, but only because it's only just dropped. It's still new to me, whereas some of them I've had over 10, 12 years to listen to. That's the only reason. If I did this in 5 years' time, I'm sure the top 5 would be different. We'd have more music to include. That's it. Make sure you guys go buy E3AF out now. I've been DJ Lee. Thank you for watching. Comment below, let me know your top 5. Let me know if you would have done this any differently. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I love you. I love you. I love you.